12 o'clock meeting, and I am so thrilled to see everybody. And I do mean it. I see lots of names. I love seeing names, but better, I love seeing faces. So if you can turn on your video, and we'd love to see you. And Marv, I was just jumped on earlier, and Melissa was here, and we had a great conversation about yesterday's event, the Business Planning Clinic. And I was saying to Melissa, and chime in here, Melissa, if you want to. We've been a part of many Zoom conferences over the last number of months and different things online. That might have been one of the most engaging conferences or workshops on a scale like close to 200 people that I've ever been a part of. What do you think, Melissa?
I thought it was amazing. I thought I was like betting against Marvin at the beginning of the day. I'm like, there is no way this dude is getting through all this today. And it was done amazingly, Marvin. It went through, but the interaction was so cool. I was telling Gary, like with the Ottawa agents and doing those breakout rooms, like that's an experience. If we were not in COVID, we would not be doing it that way. Well, maybe now we would be, but it was really amazing and lots of great takeaways. It's so cool. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, it was actually quite amazing. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect, right? Because I taught business planning, but not like that. And it's a new format to boot. But what I would say is I agree with you. I think going forward, the Zoom format's probably best because you have those breakout rooms. It's really cool. And yeah, to teach a 6-hour course for the first time and for the first time with Zoom, with a new format was the odds were not in my favor, Melissa. Let's put it that way.
Very good. I thought that just everything. Of course, you knocked it out of the park, Marvin, and more importantly, those that attended, like Melissa, got a lot out of it, and they knocked it out of the park. And now it's their turn to go into next year and really knock it out of the park. So let's let that action speak for itself. Amazing.
Yeah,
amazing. Well, good. We got lots of in store for you today. I'm going to share my screen here in just a moment. One of the really exciting things, as you see, that we're doing at this team meeting is we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And as you may have been watching from Keller Williams International, they did something really cool at Mega Camp, and that was a script off. And what they did, they took a handful of agents and they provided an objection handler an objection, and 2 agents used their favorite objection. And as an audience, we got to vote on which one that we liked the best. And if that person was voted through, they went on to the next round and so on until there was a crowned champion. Well, today, I'm happy to announce we're going to do that right here in our brokerage, and we've reached out to 8 different agents, and they are willingly or unwillingly, but they are willingly stepping up to the plate. So we're going to give them tons of kudos for that when we get to that point in the meeting, which is at the end. This is not only about having fun, but this is also modeling scripting and putting it in a fun environment as best we can. But also, this is part of our business. We use objection handlers every day, whether it's with our own kids or, of course, in business. And it's something that iron sharpens iron. The more we do it, the better we get at it. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. And you'll see, I'm going to keep the list of names right to the end, but you'll see we have, as I explained it, and I mean this with the utmost respect, we have all shapes, sizes, and models, and all different types of agents, from beginning in their career to very experienced agents. And I'm very excited what that's going to produce. And it's all in good fun, and we're going to root them on, and we're going to cheer for them, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so where are we going to start? We're going to start at the beginning with the presentation. So everyone should be seeing my screen. Thumbs up if you see it. I got 1 thumb. Okay, good. That's all I need. Yep. This is our November / December team meeting. And as I said, we got lots going on. We're going to celebrate some anniversaries today, which is very cool. Special holiday announcements, which is really, of course, this time of year, we have I love this. We always have the opportunity to give back in many different ways, and we're going to share one of those ways with you this afternoon. We're going to talk about profit share and growth, and of course, Christine's here with our broker bits, and I previewed the slides and the info. We are in store for some awesome information as always. Top awards winners, and we're going to do something a little bit different, so stay tuned for that. And of course, our industry stats, and then at the very end, we're going to do our script off. So that's what we're going to be tackling today, and we're going to get you started right away. So sit back, watch this short 2-minute video from Keller Williams International, and this is what they have to say about you guys. This is pretty cool. Some pretty amazing stuff that we're doing as a whole, as a company, and of course, on a micro level, us as a brokers. So, and use that video as well. If you want to share that with some friends, or perhaps even some of your clients, to share with them on what we're doing in the business, in the industry, that could be pretty powerful for you. Leverage the tools that we've got. Good stuff.
I got to add something. I know it's
yes, Kirby.
Repeat your agenda, but there's inside of social media, when you share any of our like cool Keller Williams stuff, a lot of people are sharing it inside Keller Williams. But remember to make your own explanation at the top. It's not about the picture, it's about what you explain at the top. There's an agent inside of Newmarket, and she's not really an agent. She's like a coach in Newmarket. She's making fun of like Keller Williams agents that are all sharing the same thing right now. Okay. And it doesn't matter. Your story it doesn't matter. It's the picture. It's it's your opinions in the written word. So don't just share the picture with no description. And people are like, yeah, these guys are just sharing stuff, aimlessly. That's not how social media works. No, social media works within your message at the top. So keep doing it and share your story, okay? Don't let other people shut us up. Thank you.
That's well said, Kirby. And I know over the next 14 or 15 weeks to go, and the previous weeks, Keller Williams International has been providing us with some pretty amazing branding and information and posts to share. And we're seeing thousands and thousands of posts across the United States and Canada, all saying the same message, or typically the same message. And at Keller Williams International, some of the leaders are getting phone calls, and they're asking, how is it that you're having such an amazing social media campaign? And really it comes down to us and the people. And we're just moving forward together. And as Kirby said, add your story to it, because there's one thing that nobody can copy, and that's your own story. So do that. Add your flavor to it and share that. And it's the same way with if I think about it on a grander scale, that's the same way we attract clients, by sharing our own individual stories. So well said, Kirby. Thanks for that input. Happy work anniversary. So the agents that I'm going to bring on screen, they all started at KWRC in the month of November. And Marv, when I bring this up, this is pretty amazing. There's some names in here that have been with us very new, like Haley MacArthur. Thank you for joining us. To agents that and people that have been around a long time, I'll say. So awesome stuff. So congratulations. And we look forward to many, many, many more. November's with you. So very good. Kirby Chen, I see your name on there. Happy November, baby. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay, holiday heroes, and this is one of those opportunities that we get to give back into our local community. And Stephanie Sauvé, I know you're here, so if you want to unmute your mic and come on the screen with us, this is an initiative that Stephanie brought to our attention, and she is incredibly passionate about this cause. And I thought, well, there's no better person to explain that than the person that is passionate about it. So Steph, if you're with us, take it away if you could.
Okay, so hi everyone. This year, KWRC, together with our agents, we have decided to support the Holiday Heroes Drive with York Regional Police. So what this means is that all 205 of us agents with Keller Williams are able to participate in giving back this year. So by donating, what we mean is giving away an unwrapped toy to a child in need this year. So if you guys have been to any of our offices, Aurora, Newmarket, and the Keswick office, there are big boxes located by the reception desks. And what you can do is bring an unwrapped toy into any of our offices from today until December 10th. And we will be dropping them off to the York Regional Police office located off Prospect Street in Newmarket. So the reason this started is because I actually received a call 2 weeks ago from the York Regional Police coordinator. And I had supported this cause on my own last year, but it was a lot for one person. And what she said to me was, Steph, we have seen 150% increase in the demand this year. So guys, if there's any year for you to help, it's this year. 150% more families that they've seen that are in need of help during the Christmas holidays this year. And they're not asking for much. I received a list. I sent it to Gary. I've also posted it on our Facebook page. They're asking for simple things for babies like wet wipes, diapers of all sizes, food pouches, bottles. And then for preteens and teens, they're just, again, asking for clothing, hats, mitts, gloves, socks, boots, Lego, things like that. And there are places you can find this stuff for cheap without having to spend too much money. You can go to Walmart, you can go to Dollarama. I've seen these things at so many different places for a fraction of the price. I know that you may be struggling as well this year, so you don't have to make it a huge denomination. If you don't want to bring in something that's unwrapped, you can also give a monetary donation. So just let the front desk know if you're interested in doing that. And I think we also mentioned that you can charge your KW account as well. This is the 24th year that York Regional Police is helping families in need this year. So your donations will go to support the Salvation Army, Victim Services of York Region. I can give you a story for myself. My brother was diagnosed with leukemia 2 years ago. He's my younger brother. And they also supported Sick Kids Foundation that year. For Christmas time, he received a huge unwrapped teddy bear. York Regional Police came and delivered it to our house themselves just to congratulate him on beating cancer. So these are little things that are, we don't see every year. And I think this is the year, if any year, for you guys to help out if you can. Again, just bring an unwrapped toy. There's a list that I've sent Gary. You guys can all participate. If we all did it, that would give us 205 gifts to donate this year to families in need. Another thing I just wanted to mention too is maybe you or somebody one of your clients are experiencing financial hardship this year to provide to their children this year for the holidays. There is also an application form that you can fill out for your clients or pass it on to them through the Salvation Army to also potentially be eligible to receive such donations this year. So this is a great way for you to pass on some information and just to give good this year for someone in need. So I'm just asking as a team if we can all just give one gift this year and bring a huge smile to someone's face.
Well said, Stephanie. I'm so glad you said it and not me. That is such an amazing initiative. And I know when you were in my office earlier today, we talked about it and you mentioned you just don't know how this is going to impact someone's day or month or year. And this can mean the world to somebody, whether it be, like you said, a little gift of wet wipes to a toy that child plays with for many years to come. So thanks for leading us in this, Stephanie.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So watch out for some information about that. Obviously, as Seth mentioned, we have the big wrap boxes in front of each of the offices. And again, reach out to the front desk or her if you wanted clarity on some of the things here. But looking forward to seeing this initiative have a huge success. Very good. Good stuff. Okay. Our ALC for 2020. I just want to publicly say thank you for our ALC that served through this past year, and we had a really, as we all know, a very different year than previous. And publicly, again, to say thank you to Colin, Michelle, Wayne, Kirby, Michael, and Terry. Sometimes, just as we were just talking about, you just don't know what a comment or a little encouragement to somebody, or just sometimes you need to bounce ideas off of people. And I want to say you guys this year have been that for me, and I really, really appreciate you. And I know the brokerage does. Who do you want to send it to? Oh, Siri's trying to talk to me. And I just really. She's still talking to. I just really appreciate that. And with that, we have our new ALC for 2021. So I'm excited to share with you who that is. And that transition happens over the new year in January. So without further ado, let's see who that is. So in no particular order, I'm really excited. Michelle is staying on, so thank you, Michelle. Kirby is staying on, and we have some new faces joining us, and this is what I'm really, really excited about. Paul Ireland, thank you so much. Dylan Silbernagel, thank you so much. Michael Volpe, yeah, this is great. And my screen's gone here. What happened here? Good. Drew McMartin, John Brock, Melissa Taylor, congratulations. Very, very excited to be leading with you in the new year. And agents, if this is something that you aspire to or you want to know more about it, certainly come talk to me, or obviously talk to one of our new ALC members. And the ALC, again, is something that is unique to Keller Williams. And it certainly allows us to provide a voice for our agents. And of course, these members here help drive and lead different committees, whether it be from the education committee to the growth committee, and all sorts of different ways that they serve. So really excited to serve and to lead with you guys this coming year. Very good. Very, very good. Profit share. So all these people on the screen that you see in front of us right here, this is really, really exciting. They have received a profit share throughout the year. And to date, Marvin has shared with the people here over $182,000. You'll see somebody's name in red here. And I don't mean to embarrass her, but by any means, but this is what I want to highlight. Marianne is not one of our agents, right? And this is the opportunity that Keller Williams has. This is the opportunity in front of you. What Marianne has done, though, is shared her experience and how much she enjoys working at KWRC. And she knows that our brokerage can certainly help and support agents. And that is what she's doing. And everybody she's being able to benefit from that. So use Marianne as an example and share the good news. Share why you love being a part of our brokerage with other agents, with the co-op agents, or with the agents that are in your sphere. And we would be happy to sit down with them, share with them all the great things that KWRC does to support their business and how we can see their business grow. So kudos to you, Marianne. Kudos to everyone on this list that is doing that. And I look forward to seeing this list grow and grow and grow. This is one of those lists, right, Marvin, that you want it to grow and grow and grow and grow. Absolutely.
For sure. And you know what I noticed, Gary? There's about 60 people on the list. So just shy of a third of our company. And I'd love to see a lot more people there. And we'll probably end the year with profit share somewhere around 225, 230,000. All things considered, expenditures on COVID, all those things, pretty good. I fully anticipate that we'll do even better next year. So it would be ideal for more people to be involved I can assure you there's people that are getting thousands of dollars a year. So congrats to those on the list, and hopefully more will join.
Very good. Very good. So we've had a number of agents cap this last month. You can see the names there: Riley, Parissa, Chris, Lisa, Marion, Jeff, Emily, and Michelle. Capping is a big thing in our company, and going forward till your anniversary date, well, this is awesome. Now you get to receive 100% of that commission and keep growing your business. And yeah, as the screen says, they got to level up this month. So congrats to you, and looking forward to see more and more people on that capping list every month. And this is one of those things that we get to celebrate together. So good stuff. Good, well done. Christine Tonis, I see you here. And as we do every month, Christine brings invaluable information to our brokerage, and more importantly, to how we can protect our clients and our business. I'm going to hand it right over to Christine. You prompt me with the slides, and it's all yours.
Okay, thanks, Gary. Sure, let's start. Let's jump right in. It's a lot to go through. Okay, so terms and conditions. We've had an incident this month which made us look back at the clauses. So I want you to know that every time something happens, good or bad, we reinvestigate, either our terms and conditions, how we do business, we adjust, we pivot. It's just a constant thing that we do at the brokerage. So this one I'd like to talk about is the sale of buyer's property. And I can bring up something that happened this month and then something that happened to me about 4 years ago. So next slide, please. Great. Okay, so there's a few ways you can write it, and there's a few ways you can accept sale of buyer's property. And I want to say, just like everything, like our Schedule B, the way you accept an offer isn't necessarily the way I want you to write it, right? So you'll have more restrictions. So sale of a buyer's property is a condition, which fundamentally says exactly what it explains, that it's conditional upon the buyer selling his own or her own property. Sometimes there are other conditions included with that. So it's tied to a calendar. So it might have also a COF, a condition on financing, or a COI, a condition of inspection. There's different reasons for writing it, but sometimes the COF and the COI are tied to the date that the buyer signs off on selling their property. So in other words, if they have the condition in there and it says that they will offer it for sale, you can continue to offer your listed property for sale until they sell their property at a certain date. Sometimes the COF and the COI are triggered by when that condition is fulfilled. So rather than having your client, perhaps if you're writing it, spend money on a home inspection, you might want to make sure that their property is sold first, and then that gets initiated. So it might read something like, the condition on inspection starts, you have 4 days after the release of the sale of buyer's property. So while you may want to write those, accepting them in that way can prove very difficult. Gary, if you can move to the next slide. So here's what we ran into. I'm just going to shut a screen. So in the original condition, it said, this offer is conditional upon the sale of the buyer's property known as X, and provided further that the seller may continue to offer the property for sale. And in the event that the seller receives and accepts another bona fide offer that is satisfactory to the seller shall so notify the buyer in writing, etc. Right? And the condition said in the original, the buyer shall have X hours from giving such notice to waive this condition. So what happened in this event is that condition got waived, which was fine. And then they still had 10 days to fulfill those other conditions. So having this bona fide offer was almost useless because they had another offer that should have triggered, that should have been a 48-hour period where the seller sold the property fundamentally. One of the two of them would have gone firm. But this then triggered these other conditions. So I want you to be very careful when you read this. scratch out this condition and say all conditions. So that means that at that 48-hour period, they need to either fulfill all those conditions or get released from the offer, and then the buyer can, or the seller rather, can accept the second offer. So this is really critical. So read those conditions very carefully. In our clauses that we've written, we've altered these so that it reads the way we need it to read. But when you're taking care of your seller, make sure that you read these conditions carefully and how they are triggered, whether they are in a timeline or they get all sort of triggered at once. Gary, if you could turn to the next slide, please.
Hang on, Christine. So to paraphrase what Christine's saying,
Sure.
so imagine now you have an originally accepted agreement of purchase and sale that's conditional on a buyer's property. And then once they fulfill or remove that condition, there's an additional period of time for them to have a condition on financing or inspection. So now you have another offer that comes in and it's firm. And the first offer, based on the original wording, only has to waive their condition on the sale of the house. They might still have 14 days to waive their condition on financing and inspection, to Christine's point. Meanwhile, you have to turn away a firm offer because all the original clause said was the waiving or fulfillment of the condition on the sale of the buyer's property. So we've changed it to all conditions so that you're not in that position, that your seller is not in that position. Now, as Christine also mentioned, if you have the buyer, you're not going to want to write it that way. But if you have the seller, you're going to be on guard for that, because what you want to make sure your seller is able to do is have a firm deal one way or another, presumably if the other offer is firm, within that short period of time. So that's why we've changed it.
Thanks, Marvin. Perfect. Now, this happened to me a few years ago where we took a conditional on the buyer's property and we're all excited about it. It was a great deal, great money. Two things happened. They didn't list their property right away and they didn't have it currently listed. So also in our clauses, and this is just a reminder for new agents, you should add this in. The buyer further covenants and agrees to list his or her home with a professional licensed realtor. Okay, so we kind of eliminate for sale by owner, and have the home posted to the Toronto MLS service. Of course, Wiarton people will use your own, and Barrie people will use your own, on or before X many days from the acceptance of this agreement. So that gets things in motion, right? Because mine fortunately sold, but man, I sweated for like 10 days until that house sold, because it took them about 4 or 5 days to actually get it on the market. Two other things those symbols represent. One is, do your homework on the property they're selling. Do it like a mini CMA. See if it's actually worth what they think it's worth, right? Why would you tie up your seller's property if that in fact wasn't worth what it should be worth? Find out more detail. And the other, why don't you go and see that property? Do a drive-by, ask to see the property before you put your seller's home or take it off the market. Because as you know, once you have a conditional offer, it almost takes it off the market. You get very few showings after that. So try and remember those two symbols. Do yourself a mini CMA on the buyer's property, so you have a firm understanding of what their property is worth, and actually go see it. Do represent your sellers the way they deserve to be represented.
Christine, I got to jump in again. That is an excellent observation. And we had an instance more recently where this exact thing happened, and they didn't put their property on the market for 2 months. And then they wanted out of the deal. And that happened to one of our realtors last week. And, lawyers got involved in all kinds of nonsense like that. So this is a great observation. And if you want to, you can even go to the extent of having that clause say to be listed on MLS at an asking price of not more than. You can do whatever you want with this, but this is a really, really good observation that you've made here to protect our sellers from exactly this happening. So good
Thank
for
you.
you. That's really
great. Next slide, please. Okay, so the other thing is you should be using this form when you've accepted an offer, the second offer, to release, so that they have their notice to remove conditions. So that condition of the sale buyer's property or all the other subsequent conditions they may have, use Form 121, because we never want it to be called into question that they received the notice in writing and how that was received. There's no denying it when you use that form. So please go ahead and use that form. It's obviously on web forms. And next slide, please. So more fun that happens at the brokerage. So this month, we also had something that had never occurred before. A deposit was lost, not with our brokerage, but with another brokerage. And here's how it occurred. So our buyer went to give the deposit for his purchase. And he went to one office and they wouldn't accept it. They said you had to go to their main office. So he packed up his check, went off to the next office, and somewhere in there, that money was lost. So we're not sure whether they lost it on the photocopier, whether it fell out of his pocket on Queen Street. We're not sure where that $50,000 went. But when you have a bank draft, it's cash. That money has been taken out of the account, and the bank will not, it's not like a check where you can cancel it. So I want you to think about whether you actually should be taking on that responsibility. I mean, all of us want to provide excellent customer service. And sometimes we go to the extent of picking up the check from our buyers and delivering it to the other brokerage. What if you lost that $50,000? You would be liable. So I want you to really consider that. We're going to see how this plays out over the next few months, and we'll keep you posted, but it was devastating for all parties. So the sellers are devastated because, they still have an agreement, a valid purchase, agreement of purchase and sale. We don't know if that check has been picked up off the street and tried to be cashed. It's like cash. So just be aware of that. Although you want to provide excellent customer service, maybe you should withhold on some of those services and allow the person who's putting the deposit to physically bring it to where they need to bring it. Next slide, please. So I recently received a little note when I had received on an offer, congratulations, your offer has been accepted. And then they give clear instruction. X deposit is due within 24 hours of acceptance, starting at whatever time, AM, PM today. So it's always kind of a good reminder of, what the next step is for the realtors and for their clients. Now, I want to announce something that's pretty exciting. We have 4 different methods for them to deposit checks to our brokerage. So they can deliver a bank draft to our office. They can wire transfer the deposit, and the instructions for that are downloaded from our website. And I don't want you to forget that when they do a wire transfer, they must include an additional $15. And that's really critical because we can't shortchange the trust fund. That's, part of what a real estate brokerage is bound by. They can also direct deposit. That's also on those instructions. And now, next slide, please. We have a deposit as a payee directly from your internet. So this is a big deal. This took, and we thank Stephanie, it took her six or 7 weeks to put this together. We can now accept deposits, just like paying a bill online through the online banking as a payee. So when you go to what you can instruct them, there'll be the instructions, of course, on our website. But could you change the next slide, please? So I went on to my bank account as if I was going to pay a bill. You'll see highlighted bill payment. I added a payee. I added Keller Williams. Now this is only for our deposits on a purchase. So we'll give you more instructions about that. But this is a breakthrough. I'm not sure any other brokerage does this. We now have 4 or 5 major banks on board where they can put 50, 60, 100,000 as a payee. It's really an incredible system and so secure. So thanks, Stephanie, putting in all that effort. It's really extraordinary. Yeah, it's huge. Okay, next one. Okay, so our top 5, oh my God, what are you thinking? The $15 with the wire transfer, incomplete sections on the FinTrack form. So listen, a lot of people are kind of pushing back on our instructions when we ask people to complete their FinTrack forms or they've missed a part. FinTrack is cracking down, and we have to too. We're trying to keep you out of trouble here. So nobody really loves doing any kind of form, and FinTrack forms in particular can be a little bit challenging, but sometimes it's a tick mark. And I think where a lot of people are missing this is anytime you do fill out 2 FinTrack forms, it is considered a business relationship. So that's a receipt of deposit is one form, and the second one could be personal identification. Now you're in a business relationship, even though it's not a business. So make sure that on page 4 you fill out D, because FinTrack wants to know, are you tracking your relationship with your customer? So one of the questions you ask is, have you done any business with anyone at Keller Williams for the last 5 years? And whether they answer yes or no, just mark that in that last page and also put no changes, and then that form is complete. The other thing is, don't download forms, keep them on your computer, because using outdated forms is actually a RICO infraction. And make sure that you update conditional or firm dates with our front desk. And really, this has been reduced greatly since we started talking about this, but we're still seeing a lot of it. On agreements of purchase and sale, people put the number of feet, but don't use the word feet or meters after the number of feet. If you do this, you're going to have to fill out an amendment. There's no way around it. If you're not going to sort of catch this at the front end, it has to be dealt with an amendment later. And Gary, if you can turn to the next slide, please.
And Christine, that's happening, if you go back to the thing about feet or meters, that's happening when they use the MLS number to populate the agreement of purchase and sale. So whether you realize it or not, when you do it and it pulls out the name of the seller and all that kind of stuff, it puts in the lot dimensions, but it does not put in the word feet or meters afterwards. And that's where we have a problem. Yeah. So that's when it's occurring most times from what I've observed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the things to remember, if you're in a multiple offers situation where you're the selling realtor, a great way to handle multiple offers, and certainly having, been a part of Andrew's training, one of the great thing is send them an email when you receive the offer and say, prior to presenting this offer, could you correct these technical changes? And that's where you can include a Schedule B that they've missed, or they've missed signatures, or they've missed feet or meters, and have them correct that. So when your final offers come through and you're ready to accept, you've got a bona fide offer there ready to accept. Gary supplied this, and thanks, Gary. So this is answers to Command MC, all sorts of things with Keller Williams. It's a website connection. Part of the reason we want to say this as well is the broker hotline is there, and I generously, everybody donates their time generously, including Marvin, on grabbing those calls. But we're not tech support, right? These are broker questions that should be coming through there. So if you need tech support, there's multiple ways of doing it, and this is certainly one. So if you could use this system, that would be great. And if you could pass on to the next one, Gary. Okay, so don't kill the bearer of bad news, but wire transfers. The deadline for this is November 1st. Any wire transfers that we accept that do not have that $15 additional charge to it, we will be billing your account. We've borne this for quite a while. It gets very expensive for the brokerage, and we have an obligation to profit share to not pass on those costs to all our realtors. So please make sure, it's a conversation with someone bringing a wire transfer or utilizing the wire transfer. Have them add $15. As of November 1st, we'll be billing anybody's accounts for that. And next slide, please. Also, January 1st deadline. If you have not taken the FinTrack course we provide, and that's again on MyKWRC, and it has a questionnaire at the end, or if you have not taken it in a recent update, because there's now a FinTrack course on the RICO updates. If you haven't done those within 2 years, you need to do that by January 1st. So that questionnaire you can send it to Marianne once it's complete, so we can track everybody. It's our obligation as a brokerage, and it's also your obligation as a realtor. And the next slide, please. That's it. So there's the broker hotline. Please feel free to use it, and thanks, everyone.
Very good. I'm just going to stop my screen here just for a second, and I just want to bring everyone on. I want to see everyone's faces. And Christine does a tremendous amount of work for us. And more importantly, she cares deeply about us as agents and a brokerage. And I wish we were all in person to give Christine a big hug and everything like that. But I just love, that virtual hug, virtual applause of appreciation and gratitude, because I tell you, she goes above and beyond than many, many, many other broker records do. So Christine, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Good stuff.
Gary, that is a really good point. And I know you, and I appreciate you raising it, because unless you have been at another brokerage, you have no idea how much more you're getting here. You know what I mean? Like, I've been with Remax. I was there for 5 years. I was their top agent. I was 12 years top agent with Royal LePage. This doesn't exist anywhere else. So we're very grateful for all the extra work, for the broker bits, for all of you. It's exciting. We've changed the way real estate is done, and it's an excellent job. So thank you for raising that point, Gary, and thank you.
I couldn't accept that without also saying that without the support of the broker hotline, and now, Gail Hurst is assisting and going through files, and her help is greatly appreciated. She has an excellent eye for detail and also an amazing proofreader, which I love. But nobody does this alone, right? So thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the gratitude, everybody. It is well deserved, Christine. And we certainly appreciate everything that you're doing and leading us there. Very good. Okay. So moving on. Here we go. Yeah, broker hotline again, of course. I also want to remind everybody that we have a great in-house mortgage broker, Charity, and her team. I hear them in the office all the time. They are great at two things. The first is keeping us well fed with sweets and muffins and cookies. So thank you always. But more importantly, the expertise that they bring to the table for our clients. If you haven't reached out, reach out. And perhaps, as we said last month, this is a great opportunity for you to gain some information from Charity, so you can then have some care calls and checking in with your clients and keeping them up to speed of what's going on in the mortgage industry. So do reach out to Charity if you've not done so. I highly recommend it. Very good. Okay, so I said we're going to celebrate our agents and some of the top award winners, and we're going to do things a little bit differently. And because this is the last meeting that we're going to have for the year, we wanted to celebrate what our agents have done from January to today, and we're really excited about what they have accomplished. And without any further ado, let's get right into it. So top 10 for closed units. You can see the names fly on here. This is individuals: John, Vincent, Leslie, Ryan, Andrew, Wayne Clements, Michelle Terzis, Wasim Jara, Paul Ireland, and Mary Carcodi. Congratulations for being in our top 10 for this year. Again, this is from January to October stats. Of course, we still have 2 more months of stats, but I wanted to celebrate it like this, and I thought this was a great way to do it. Congrats to you. For individuals for gross commission, so Drew Stewart, John Brock, Michelle Terzis, Wasim Jara, Wayne Clements, Vincent Bongard, Paul Ireland, Andrew Bolton, and Mary Carconi. Again, congrats to you for being in the top 10. Really, really exciting to see some names in there that we've not seen before. So keep pushing for next year. This is fantastic. Top 5 for closed units and top teams. This is partnerships of 2. So it looks like we got a tie for 5th place. Prestige Realty and the Cap Brothers, the Lotus Realty Group, Kirby Chan and Co., the Blaha Booten team, and the Alexander Group. Congrats to you guys for being in our top 5 for the year. And for commission close, it's the Lotus Realty Group, Prestige Realty, Kirby Chan, Blaha Booten team, and Alexander Group. Congrats to you. For closed units, this is the top 7, and this is our teams, so teams with 3 agents or more. And again, from Jan to October, this is pretty exciting. the Silvernagel team, Michelle Taylor team, one of our new teams, Michael Tuff team, Volpe Alcorn team, Colin Campbell team, the Paroff team, and of course the Terry Hastings team. Congrats to you for being our leaders there. And in closed commission, we have the Silvernagel team, Melissa Taylor, Michael Tuff team, Colin Campbell team, Volpe Alcorn team, the Paroff team, and the Terry Hastings team. Congrats to you guys. This has been such a great year to see some new names move up to the top of the list. And just as important as well, we're seeing the names that we've seen in the past stay at that top of the list. But I got to tell you, looking at the numbers, you are being pushed. So this is fantastic, meaning we've got some amazing agents in our brokers that are doing some phenomenal things in their business, and evidence of that was yesterday at the business planning clinic. So I'm looking forward to some pretty big things for next year from you guys for sure. Very good. Marv, why don't you unmute your microphone? And this is something that's very, very special, I know, to Marvin's particularly. When you get to have a brokerage, now we're 10 years old, in fact, but now we're starting to see agents choose to partner with us for 10 years. And as we know, being able to solidify that partnership is important, and to continue to bring value to those people that choose to partner with us is incredibly important. And Marv, we want to celebrate some 10-year anniversaries today.
Yeah, so it's an honor, for us to be in business with people that entrust us and enjoy what we have to offer for so long. So we're in our 11th year, right? So last year we celebrated our first group of 10-year anniversary recipients, and we look very much forward to announcing this list for people that have now completed 10 years with us. And we're looking forward to the next milestone when we can announce people at 15 years. But we're very happy about this, and these people will be receiving those beautiful 10-year anniversary awards that were given out last year, and we intend on doing that every year. So a heartfelt thank you to all of you. So take it away, Gary.
Well, I'm going to move the screen, and as their name and picture comes up, I think it's appropriate that you acknowledge them and congratulate them.
I will. All right, let's take a look. Wow, Colleen Paroff, congratulations. Wow, that's amazing. And of course, Steve Paroff, congrats, Steve. Eli snuck in there too. Attaboy, Eli. So Colleen, Steve, Eli, Kent, the Paroff team. That is amazing. 10 years with us. Janice, thank you so much. I know you support the team very well. Bri, New England Patriots fan, 10 years with us. By the way, that's a current picture of Brian right there, just so you know. There you go. That should be Janice Falwell. We got a little typo there, but Janice Falwell, congratulations, Janice. And Laura Lipschitz, awesome. Look at that. Paul Hendricks, wow, that a boy, Paul. Sandra Bailey, my goodness. So we're at 10 people at 10 years. Wow.
There you go. Congrats to you all.
That is amazing. Congratulations, and thank you all very much. Thank you.
Very good. I see Kirby here. I tried to stump you, Marv, but you caught my typo. Congrats. That was in the comments. Thanks, Kirby, for catching that. Very good. Well, this leads right into our market stats, Marv. And you sent the information over to Mary, and Mary's put together the stats for us. And I'm going to hand it right over to you.
Awesome. So I have to tell you a quick story. So I got a complaint from the president of Real Estate Statistics, which is known as IMS. So Leon called and he complained that he received a complaint saying that we were showing the IMS stats. And I said, well, we're not in contravention of anything in the terms of use. If you think we are, explain what we're in contravention of. Because we show everything, whether we're in first, second, or third. It just so happens we happen to be in first in most categories, but we show them all. So anyways, he's in a bit of hot water always with Treb because they don't like third party putting their stats out like that. So going forward, starting with today, we're still using the stats, but you're going to notice we don't quote IMS. So on our MyKWRC website, instead of saying IMS stats, it now just says the stats. And I'm excited to see, because I haven't seen it yet. Mary, for now, has recreated a new, and I'm sure vastly improved look for these charts. And our disclaimer at the bottom will say, based on TREB MLS statistics, verified by third-party statisticians. So we're going to be in good shape. So let's take a look. Here we go. Exciting. So this is all of TREB. So KW is at 102.39 in terms of sold versus asking price. And these are all of those other major franchises for all of TREB. So congratulations, that's wonderful. Days on market for all of TREB, we are also first, averaging 16.3 days. And there are all of the other companies for all of TREB, and that's year to date, including October 2020. Productivity by units. We're always neck and neck with RE/MAX for first. In other words, who has the most productive agents in the business. Last 2 years, we have been first. We've got 2 months to go, so it could go either way, decimal 2 apart, but definitely way above everybody else in the business. Okay, let's take a look at new market. Sold versus asking price, we are first, averaging 100.42% of asking price, and there are our major competitors locally there. Days on market, we are second, averaging 19.4 days to sell a home, and there's the other competitors listed as well. Market share, still holding on in first position at about 18% of the market. So you'll see that we've broken down a few others in the chart now, because sometimes we get asked, well, what about Main Street Realty, or what about J. Miller, or whoever else? So you can see even all other brokerages only combined for 7.34%. And the other companies are most of them are in single digits. So it's a pretty big gap. Right at Home has actually passed RE/MAX for second position, and we're quite a bit ahead of the pack at about 18% in new market. For units sold for all of new market, we are also first position, 15.88%. So basically, 16% of every sale that happens in new market happens with us. And you can see all the other companies there. Sold versus asked, let's take a look at Aurora. We are third. Imagine we're almost at 100%, and we're third, averaging 99.82% of asking price. Some healthy numbers in Aurora. And again, the average price point's higher, so that's going to be tougher to keep at 100%. Days on market in Aurora, we are third at 22.6 days on average to sell a house in Aurora year to date. So this is market share. So 20% of the market we have in Aurora, which is good enough for third, but we are closing that gap, which is quite amazing. You can see after the first 4, it just basically drops down to almost 0. But we've included some of those other brokerages as well, because we do get asked, what about York National, or what about Lynn Realty Team, and so forth. So they're there, but we're at about 20%. So 1 out of every 5 homes in Aurora from local brokerages are sold by us. However, productivity per agent, no surprise. We've been first all year long, last year and the year before that as well, in productivity per agent for Aurora, averaging 7.1 units. Sold versus asked. Let's take a look at Georgina. We are not first. We are at 99.2% of the sale price versus the asking price year to date in Georgina, and there are all of our competitors listed there as well. There we go. Okay. So I feel a little silly, a little stupid, and I'm going to own this. For the last several years, I have done our stats in Georgina incorrectly, and I apologize to everybody. So what I did was I didn't drill down far enough on the stats. So when I was showing our stats in Georgina, it was Steve Paroff against all other offices. I did not combine all of our Keller Williams agents, Keller Williams Realty Center agents, sales in Georgina. And so to make sure it was fair, I made sure I did the exact same thing for Royal LePage York Community, for RE/MAX All-Stars, for RE/MAX Realtron, for EXP, for Royal LePage RCR. So I put all RCRs into that stat. I put all EXP into that stat, all Realtron into their stat, all of All Stars into their stat, and all of Realty Centers into our stat. So actually, and Royal LePage Your Community is a pretty big company, right? They have around 1,200 agents. So we're actually in second. So all along we thought Remax was first in Georgina. They've all along been third. And Royal LePage has been first because anybody at your community that sells in Georgina contributes to that stat. But isn't that interesting? So I apologize to everybody for making that mistake, but it won't happen again. So that's that stat. Number of agents, we are second in terms of productive agents in Georgina. So that's what this stat shows you. Out of all of those companies, how many agents actually contributed to a sale in Georgina? So we're second out of all those companies. Let's take a look at East Gwill. So again, I don't think I was doing the stats correctly there either. So I did the exact same thing for East Gwillimbury, where I combined all sales from all Remax Realtron offices for their stat, for all Keller Williams Realty Centers for our stat, Royal LePage Your Community for theirs, and so on. So we're actually in second in East Gwillimbury, and for the last few years, I've shown us near last. That's not true. And the reason it was like that is because it was searching for a location in East Gwillimbury for our office. And of course, we don't have a physical location there. So what I had to do, and I had to make sure it was fair, is group all of the sales under that specific company name, regardless of where they came from, for East Gwillimbury in there. So Remax Realtron might have, I don't know, a dozen offices. All of their Realtron offices that sold in East Gwillimbury combined for the 6.15%. So it's very fair. Nobody can say otherwise. And we're actually in second. So pretty cool. Yep.
Good stuff, Marv. That wraps up the stats.
Awesome, because I didn't have anything else to say. It's great. But congratulations to all of you. And again, you know what? We show everything. We're not afraid. We look for areas of improvement. We applaud where we're doing really well. We believe we can always do better. Very proud of everybody. So congratulations, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats. Well done. Well done. And of course, the stats will continue. We'll provide more stats for December and moving into the new year, obviously. So, and I saw a note in the chat room there. Mary already has them on the MyKWRC website. So go use them in your marketing for your own research and of course, educating your clients. Great stuff. Thanks, Mary, for making that happen. Okay, almost at our script off. So wanted to celebrate our trending calendar for the month of December. There's our front cover. Stevie Susie on the front cover. She's sharing with us how to leverage social media and how she's doing it in her business and how you guys can follow along with her. And also, as I said, use the word leverage and certainly use it to create not only brand awareness, but stay connected with your clients and so forth and create raving fans for sure. Wayne Clements there. Every month he's been hosting the MERA Mastermind, and I know he had about 20 or so people at the session a week or two ago. And this is where, great minds come together. I know we had agents new into the business and agents that have been around in the business for quite a long time. I know that a lot was shared and a lot of information goes back and forth in those masterminds, and it's all around the MRAA book, which, as if we were on the call yesterday, that essentially is what Marvin taught out of. And it is a powerful book. And when you follow the examples and the lead from the book, your business is gonna have a huge success. So in the month of December, we've got some highlighted things. So if you can see it there, I know it's small here, but it'll be uploaded to our MyKWRC website. And Kirby with his Mega Agent Mountain interview series. I highly recommend you jumping on those because, again, Kirby has taken the time to go and seek out top producers from other areas, whether it's down in the States or up here in Canada. And it just allows us to get into their world to see how big thinkers think and what they need to do to be a success in their area. And it can just that one little tidbit, that's all you need to sometimes to change your trajectory. So lots of great things coming up. Of course, social media with Stevie on the 9th. There's the Emery Mastermind on the 15th, and something that Michelle and our very own Stephanie is doing together. Stephanie Malvina is the vision board. Everybody uses different types of motivation, and some of us use a vision board or have something in our office or on our desk that just reminds us or grounds us or reminds us of why we do the things that we do. So looking forward to that one as well. Good stuff. Okay, well, you know what time it is. Here we go. Now, I reached out to 8 agents, and the comments I got when I asked them about what I wanted them to do was, 1, I'm in right away. Yeah. I didn't even finish the sentence with one of our contestants before he said yes. And others were like, okay, I'm in, I guess this will be great. And again, this is where we have an opportunity to, have a little fun. Iron sharpens iron. And this is better to practice in here than on a client, right, Marvin? It's always better. He's giving me the thumbs up. Always better to practice. And it can be anything from if you don't have a script partner. I know when we went through Ignite or Bold or what have you, we're always encouraged to find a script partner. And I know many of us are still using script partners, and we practice them and so forth. So we're going to have some fun with this today. So here's how it's going to work. We've got, as I said, I got 8 agents. We've got 8 agents, and they're going to go head to head with an objection that I provide them, and they don't know what it's going to be, and what they'll have 60 seconds to use their objection handler, and they know that they may not need the entire 60 seconds. That's okay. We'll have an opportunity to vote on which one we liked best through the polls here, and we'll have a lot of fun with it. If that agent wins, they go to the next round, and if they win, they go to the next round, and we'll have a champion. And again, it's all in good fun. So I know what you're thinking. Okay, who are our contestants?
Exciting, Gary. It's exciting.
This is good. And they're dying. They're like, is this over yet? I just want to get to it because they've been sitting here for an hour now. Very good. Okay. In no particular order, here are our 8 contestants. I am so thrilled that they said yes. And here we go. So first off, Stevie Susie. Big virtual round of applause for Stevie. One of our new transfer agents, Jason Singh. You have no idea what you signed up for, but man, I love you already. Thank you for stepping up, and I love it, Jason. Well done, my man. Chris Bovell. Everyone loves Chris. Mr. Smiley. Mr. Doorknocker, Vincent Bongard. Mike Russo, Mr. Cool Dude Russo. Terry Hastings brings years of experience and all sorts of stuff. And again, we'll see what happens. Mr. Facebook, Kirby Chan. So we're going to make him talk. We're not going to make him type. We're going to make him talk. And last but not least, the party girl. I don't know why I said that, but it seems suiting. Melissa Taylor. So here we go. And then here's the best part, my friends. These 8 agents, they don't know who they're up against. I got it all written down here, and we're going to have some fun. So here's what they will have an opportunity to do is I'm going to flip a coin, and one of them obviously heads or tails, and whoever wins it will have the opportunity to go first or to go second. That's really what it boils down to. And are we ready to do this?
Yeah.
We're ready.
Gary,
to do
they
this.
don't know which question they're getting, right? They had a list of questions, but they have no idea.
That's absolutely correct, Marvin. I gave them a long list, and some of them,
Awesome.
some of them were pretty obscure. So it's making their minds work. But don't worry, we won't go easy on them. Trust me, but we'll have fun with them.
All right, this is going to be great.
We'll have fun with them. Okay, so here's how it's going to look. Just so our 8 contestants can have a little bit of ease. Here's how it's going to go. In match 1, we've got Terry and Stevie. In match 2, we've got Mike and Chris. Match 3, Kirby and Melissa. Match 4, Vincent and Jason. We all good now? I see Kirby smiling. He's like, all right, now I know. Now I'm in. Very good. Very good. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And we see everybody on here. It's all good. I see some smiles. And first up is Terry and Stevie. And I want to make sure that we got you on screen. I see Terry and I see Stevie. You guys, you ladies good? Riley's in the background. You got moral support there, Stevie. I like it. Yeah. Unmute your microphone. Unmute your microphone there, Terry. And I'm going to flip a coin.
I highly regret agreeing to this, just so you know.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
It's all good. Okay, Terry or Stevie, because you just happened to speak first, I'm going to let you call it in the air, heads or tails. And again, if you win the heads or tails, you have the choice of going forward or being first or second.
Okay. Tails.
Okay, tails. Let me spin it again. Tails it is.
Oh,
you want to
awesome.
go first or do you want to go second?
I'll go first.
I'll go first. She'll go first. Okay, you got that, Terry? You good? You can kind of relax for just a moment. So again, I'm going to give them an objection.
Don't give me one of the really crazy ones.
Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to give her an objection. She'll have up to 60 seconds to respond. And then I'll provide this, obviously the same objection to Terry. And Terry will have her opportunity to respond. And what we'll see after that point is a poll come up on your screen. You simply just choose. So what'll happen is it'll show agent 1 and agent 2. Obviously, Stevie's going first. She'll be agent 1. Terry will be agent 2. We got that? Good. Good. Okay. Stevie, my objection for you is, Stevie, you don't handle homes in our price range.
Okay. Do you tell me when my 60 seconds starts?
You are on the clock now.
Okay. Well, Gary, I can definitely appreciate your concern with that. Although I absolutely do have experience in handling homes in your price range. The last 10 homes I've sold, in fact, have been of all different price ranges, anywhere from entry-level homes up to luxury homes. For me, the techniques that I use to get homes sold is the same whether I'm selling a $300,000 house or a $2 million house. And I'm not insinuating that your house is the same as a $300,000 house, but the actual process of what I do to sell a home is the same. And I know the process very well. It's all about pricing it accurately, marketing it correctly, making sure the home shows the absolute best, and also marketing it to the proper demographic and pointing out the main selling features of that particular property.
Okay. Well done.
Wow.
1 second to spare. Well done, Stevie. Look at Riley's in the background. Yeah, well done. Well done. Okay, over to you, Terry. You got your microphone unmuted there? I'll give you, as soon as I see that mic, there you go. We got you. Terry, you don't handle homes in our price range.
Okay, great. So I just want to clarify, you're concerned that I might not have experience with properties in your price range. And indeed, that is a good concern. And however, I am happy to let you know that we, myself and our team, do deal with properties in this price point. We have a strong marketing plan. We know how to market to affluent buyers. I'm assuming that you perhaps might not have seen that. I'm happy to provide that to you. So we provide the same great level of service. If it's a $200,000 property or a $2 million property, we know how to attract your buyer. We know how to negotiate, whether, like I said, it's a $200,000 or a $2 million property. So I would ask you, Mr. Seller, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, what brings you to believe that perhaps I might not have experience in this price point? So of course I would wait for their answer, and then I would continue on.
Good job. Well done, ladies. Well done. Okay, fantastic. So we got Stevie. Nope, that's not what I want. Hang on a second. Polls. Round one, match one. This is perfect. So Stevie is agent one, Terry's agent two. You should see that poll on your screen at the moment. Go ahead and vote, please.
Stevie, are you voting for yourself? I hope.
I did vote for myself. I just asked Riley, I'm like, should I vote for myself or not? I don't know.
Do you guys see? I'm sorry. Do you guys see the poll on your screens?
I saw
Gary, it's working.
It's working. Okay,
It's awesome.
It's not tallying up for me
Yeah,
for
it's
some
great.
reason. I might need you to help me here with that. I'm not sure. No, that's Stevie and Terry. Thank you so much, for being our guinea pigs. And I know it might have been a little odd to go first, but thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to give it another few seconds here and end the poll.
Okay. We have to learn how to think on our feet all the time. So
Exactly. I hope this worked here. End poll.
It's always harder doing scripts in front of people that know too than just doing it like with your clients, because they don't know if you like say something that's not totally correct or whatever.
You guys are great. Honestly, you were amazing. Great job, both of you.
Very good. Okay, I'm sorry to ask this question again. Everyone did vote because I got 0 votes here, and I'm not sure what to do.
I voted. Yeah.
Voted for myself. I voted.
Well done, Stevie. Yeah, I mean, why not?
So you
I
won
voted,
1-0, Stevie. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Great.
I got registered. That's awesome.
This worked so perfectly yesterday. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, my friends. I'm going to.
They said, excuse me, Gary. Colin said it's just like the U.S. election. I'm
out of here. Okay, I had the opportunity to relaunch this vote. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do that again. Please vote quickly. And
the Russians are interfering was another comment from Jason. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Allison wants a recount. It's crazy already.
I'll see what happens.
It's showing the results now, Gary.
We got it now, Gary.
Okay, this is hilarious.
Agent 1 won.
Agent 1, yeah.
I'm
Stevie,
sorry.
you did my long shot.
I don't see the results. You're going to have to share with me. I didn't.
73.
27.
Okay. Good job,
Thanks,
Stevie.
everyone.
Way to go, Stevie.
Thank you.
Stevie, amazing. Congrats. Okay, Kirby, you're going to have to help me out here because I don't see the results. I don't know what's going on.
I just keep going. Everyone else will see it, I guess, except you.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. That's amazing. Okay, very good. Thank you for bearing with me on that one. Match 2. Let me get that one ready here. Match 2, we've got Mike Russo and Chris Bovell. You got your microphones unmuted, my friends?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Gary,
I hear you.
Smiley was the best compliment you could come up with for me.
Hey, knock us out of the park here, and I got many more compliments. Look at that big infectious smile. Okay, because of that, Chris, I'm giving you the call. Heads or tails? Unmute your microphone there. What do we got? Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. You want to go first or second?
Definitely.
You want to go first. Okay, so.
Oh, no, shoot. I wanted to go first. Damn. He's my scripting partner. He's going to school me now.
Is he really? This is fantastic.
He used to
Okay.
be, yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day. So Chris is going to be agent 1 when we get to the voting. Very good. Here we go, Chris. If I had to sell it that price, then I'll list it myself.
Gary, you know what? I totally understand and I appreciate what you're saying. You see, realistically, the data that I'm providing to you is based on sold data, right? A lot of agents may sit down with you and tell you, look, you can sell for X amount of money. And yeah, that's all sounds great, but sold data really justifies what the value of your home potentially can be. So, based on what I've shown you here today, I truly believe that this price that I've recommended is really the best price for you to list at. A couple of things that can happen. Ultimately, with this price that I've recommended, you can list your home. We could potentially sell higher. Somebody may negotiate it a little bit lower, but ultimately it's priced at fair market value, which will allow us to potentially net you the most money. We could list it higher, but ultimately your home.
Time. That was good, my man. That was good. Well said. Well said. Okay.
I know.
Oh, someone's got to mute their microphone there. Sorry, I just got to reset the timer here. Mike. Okay. Over to you, Mike.
Right.
And here's my objection. You ready?
Yep.
If I have to sell it that price, then I'll sell it myself.
Listen, Gary, I can totally appreciate that. But the price that I'm giving you is the best price given the marketing and exposure I bring to the table. So if you take away the marketing exposure that I can bring and having those qualified buyers come forward, you would be lucky to get a 10% discount. That's it.
Perfect. Love it. Right to the point. Perfect. Okay. Well done, my friends. We've got, you're going to vote in a moment. Chris is agent 1, and of course, Mike is agent 2. So a launch poll, it should show up on your screens right now.
I'm on here now. So you
Unmute yourself.
Oh, Sim.
That's you.
Someone needs to mute themselves there. There we go.
Riley, mute yourself.
Very good. I'll give you another few. Has everyone voted? Again, I can't tell. I'm so sorry. I'll get a few more seconds here. End poll. And where's Kirby? You got this for me, Kirby? Share results.
Agent 1 won.
Agent 1,
nice.
Chris Bell.
53%, 47%. Very close, guys.
It was a close one.
Great job,
Very
Mike.
nice.
Well
Nice
done,
job,
Mike.
buddy.
Well
Good
done,
job.
Chris. There we go. We've got our first semifinal lined up with Stevie against Chris. Awesome stuff. Okay, moving on to the next one.
Heads, and I want to go first.
Stop sharing. There we go. Okay. We've got, we got Melissa and Kirby, and we're okay. Got to find the trusty coin.
Melissa, go first. I concur. Go.
You concur or you concede for her to go first?
Concede.
Very good. Very good. Okay, I need a good one for you guys, man.
No, you just take a step back there.
Take a step back there. Okay, I got one for you. Are you both ready? Melissa, listen, I've got good friends in the business. I might list with them.
You know what? That is amazing to hear. I am glad that you've had that connection and guidance, because one of the great things about having friends in the business is when we list the property, which is where the expenses are, your friend is going to be able to bring a buyer and get paid his full commission. So I think what I bring to the table, it takes away that potentially uncomfortableness that you may have when you reach that difficult spot in the negotiating. And I am here for you. I've heard what you have had to say. And if you agree that I can meet your needs and get your bottom line exactly where you want, we won't be leaving your friend in the dust. We're giving him an opportunity.
That's great. I love it. Well done. Well done. Very good. Very good. Okay, over to you, Kirby Chan. And the objection is, listen, we've got great friends in the business. I might give them the listing.
I got that. Hey, Gary, what I hear from you saying is that you have friends that's agent and you want to do them a favor and give them the listing. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, hey, you know what? Your experience is like, if you work with friends, you might get a better result. But I want to ask you, has there been a time where you had a friend that let you down, that didn't pull through?
Sure.
Yeah. And then there's times where you broken up that friendship. You know, you lost that friendship, maybe even lost a family member because of business. Is that something that you want to happen in your life?
Not at all.
Yeah. So you see, this is just like that. You want to hire a professional, someone to fight tooth and nail, and have your home sold without having any friendships in the middle. You want a business relationship. You don't want a friendship here. Okay. So let's sign the paperwork and let's get on.
Very good. Kirby Chan, everybody. Very, very good. Okay, awesome. Again, so moving over to the polls. Let me get the correct one up here. Melissa is agent 1, Kirby's agent 2, and commence your voting. That was great, guys. Melissa, thank you. Kirby, thank you. This is fun.
I voted for you, Melissa.
What's really cool? As you guys are both doing your objection handlers, I can see people kind of smiling and nodding along, like they're following along with the journey. This is fantastic. Okay, everyone got their votes in? You see it there, Marv?
No, not yet.
Share results. Here we go.
Winner is Agent 2, which would be Kirby, 57% to 43%.
Oh, another close one.
Another close one.
Congrats, Kirby. Melissa, thank you. That was fantastic. Okay. Our last but not least pair is up. Vincent Bongard, Jason Singh. Where are you, my man?
Right here.
I hear you. I don't see. Oh, there you are. Okay. Dude, okay. First of all, welcome to KWRC.
Thank you.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, guys.
Okay.
Jason. Hey, Jason.
Vincent, because like literally he's the newest guy on the team here. He gets to call it. That's the rule. That's the rule that I just made up.
100%. Yes.
Hey, Vince, no pressure, eh?
Very good. Heads or tails, Jason?
Heads.
Heads it is. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
You go first. All right. So Agent 1 you'll be. And this is a good one for you guys. Here we go. Jason, I think we want to use someone that's been in the business for 20 plus years.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're coming from there, Gary. And from what I'm trying to understand is that you're looking for someone who can sell your home for the top value right now, right?
Yes.
Well, what if I were to tell you the person that's been in the industry for 20 years only sells homes that I sold maybe in 1 year, right? The volume I'm doing each month is probably comparable to what he's doing in 1 year. And in this type of scenario, I'm the one actually getting the most experience done. So experience is not just age, it's about how much work you're doing and what type of grind and grit you're putting towards your work. And the person that you're looking for is a superstar agent right here that's standing right in front of you.
Yes, man. Well done. That's Jason Singh, everybody. Very good. And with lots of time to spare. Vincent, over to you. We want to use someone that's been in the business for 20 plus years.
Well, Gary, other than experience and years in the field, is there anything else that would hold you back from listing with me today?
No, just that.
Okay, fantastic. And I can appreciate that. So I understand it's important for you to work with someone that brings a lot of experience to the table, right?
Yeah, yes.
Great. So Gary, let me bring up one example. I see you're a hockey family. You guys are all fanatics. So let's say you're the GM of a hockey team and you can choose between a 20-year NHL veteran or a guy like Austin Matthews, scores 4 goals in his first NHL team. Who would you like to have on your team?
I guess the young rookie rock star.
Right. So what I'm saying is it's not necessarily the amount of years you're in the business or in the NHL at this point. It's how productive you are, how experienced you are, and how skilled you are. And I can show you based on my stats.
Very good. All right. Well done, both of you, Vincent and Jason. Well done. So let me bring up the poll here. Jason's going to be agent number 1, Vincent, agent number 2, and go ahead and vote. Cast your votes. This is great, guys. Thank you so much for doing this. Being the pioneering leaders here. This is really cool. Give it a couple more seconds here. All right.
And great comments too, Gary. Everyone's loving that head-to-head battle. It's awesome.
Fantastic. Okay, Marv, who do we got? Who's our winner?
The winner is Agent 2, Vincent.
Agent 2. Well done, Vincent.
Congratulations.
And Jason, Thank you. Thank you for stepping up.
Yeah, buddy. Way to go, Jason.
Well done, Jason.
Thanks, guys.
We'll definitely be coming back to you for more stuff. That was right on par with the scripts. Fantastic. Okay, so where's that put us? Well, on my list here, we've got Stevie and Chris, and in the next semifinal, we've got Kirby and Vincent. Fantastic stuff. So let's keep moving forward. And Stevie and Chris, you got your microphones unmuted, ready to rock and roll?
Good luck, Stevie.
Yeah. Oh gosh, thank you, Chris. You too.
Here we go. Okay. So let's flip for it.
Yeah.
And Stevie,
you call it.
Yeah, Stevie, you call it here. Heads or tails?
Tails again.
Your choice. It is tails. What do you want? First or second?
I'll go first.
Okay, Stevie's going first. And the objection today is, Stevie, I think we still need to interview one more agent.
Okay. Okay, Gary. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that. Other than wanting to interview one more agent, is there any other reason why you wouldn't list with me today?
No, I can't think of any.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you're feeling obligated to have this agent in. I mean, you've obviously set up a time with them and have committed to interviewing them. But if that's your only concern, is just not hurting their feelings, I would definitely be happy to give them a call myself. Let them know that we're actually going to move forward together, and also give them an opportunity to bring one of their buyers through before anybody else for a chance to still sell the home and get full commission. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, that could work.
Okay, awesome. So let's do the paperwork and I'll go make that call.
Fantastic. Love it. With 10 seconds to spare. Well done, Stevie. Well done. Okay, Chris, you ready?
No.
Good, because you never can be ready for an objection, but you got to be. Chris, I still think we need to interview one more agent.
You know what, Gary? I totally understand. And let me ask you, Gary, do you believe that I can confidently sell your home for top dollars?
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely. And that's my job, right? I totally understand you want to interview other agents, you want to get additional opinions, but at the same time, if you believe that I can do the job based on my track record, I'm confident I can do the job and get your home sold for top dollars. So, instead of having this agent come by and wasting his time, taking away from his family and everything else that he has to do, tell you what, I can make it easy on you. Give this agent a call, let him know that you've chosen someone else. And, we can move on and get your home on the market. So do the right thing. So let's get it done today.
Dude, I love it. Both of you, fantastic. Okay, let's move forward here. Semifinal one, and voting can start now. That was both of you. That was top level. Fantastic stuff. Good. Yeah, lots of great comments in the chat now. And now I get a chance to see some of them. Yeah, great competition. Awesome job to everybody. John Brock, I have to pee, but I don't want to miss this. Love it. Very good. Okay, everyone got their votes in? I'm sure they did. End poll. Share results. Who do we have as a winner? I still don't see it. This is crazy.
Our winner is Stevie, agent number 1.
Woo, well done, Stevie. Well done. Chris, solid script. Stevie, into the final. We have our first into the final. Fantastic. Well, that brings up Kirby and Vincent. Where are you, my friends? You got your microphone unmuted there, Vincent, Kirby?
There you go.
Okay. Vincent, you get to call it in the air.
I'll take tails.
It's spinning. Tails it is. First or second?
I'll start.
Okay. Vincent is agent number 1. And, got to cross this one off. Vincent, why is your price so much lower than the other agents we've talked to?
Gary, other than price, is there anything else, any other concerns you have at this point?
No, it's just the price.
Okay, I understand. And Gary, that makes total sense. I know you wanna net the most money. Is that right?
Yeah, of course.
Great. So, I mean, if we look at the comparables and everything we showed, that's the price I came up with. And I think that's the right price. And there might be agents giving you a different price, but what happens if a property isn't priced right?
It stays on the market, doesn't it?
Right. And do you want to stay on the market, or you want to get it sold as fast as possible for top dollar?
Well, top dollar, yeah, fast as possible.
That's right. Because when it stays in the market for a long time, the price keeps going down. You might get lowball offers. So we have to price it right. And based on the data shown, that's the right price. So let's do the right thing and sign. Press hard.
Press hard. I like it. Well done, my man. Good stuff. Good stuff. With only a couple seconds to spare. Good. Kirby Chan.
Yeah.
Kirby, why is your price so much lower than the other agents we've talked to?
So I got it. So what you're saying is that you think my price is so much lower than everyone else. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, what I'm hearing though is your commitment to selling your home and netting the most money. And, you know, it's no different than, let's say, when we go to Costco, right? And you're shopping there. You're looking at different brands there, and they're all the same. And then one's, you know, at the lowest price, right? And it's like, isn't that the one you usually choose? You know, the best price, best value.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, the one with the highest price, what happens to that one? You know, you're going to see it drop its price. You're going to have to see it at the aisle. They're trying to push it. And then finally, at the very end, you're going to have to be that taste tester. You're going to have someone give it away for free. Is that what you want with your house, to be that taste tester at Costco, getting pushed as one of the past dated products? Is that what you want for your house, Gary?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. So you know what?
Time's up. Very good. Very good. So we've got the Costco one from Kirby as agent.
I just made that up.
Evidently. And we got Vincent, agent number one. Voting can begin now. Jason, I really like the testers. I know you like the testers. They're always good. Alice is asking if that's in the script.
It is in the scripts. I'll type it.
Yeah. You might have won the heart with Terry Hastings in Costco, though. Very good.
Pretty close, Gary. I have a feeling. What do you think?
This is fun.
All right, let's see.
Okay, end poll and share results, Marv. What do we got?
The winner is Agent 1, Vincent, at 67%.
Vincent, all right.
Hi, everybody.
Congrats, Kirby. Thank you.
Facebook coaching time. Bye-bye.
Very good. Very good. So that means we've got our final all set up between Stevie and Vincent. So here we go. Here we go. Where are you, Stevie? I've lost you on my screen. There you are. There you are. So, Vincent, what do you say? Ladies first?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, there. We're not even flipping it. Look at what a gentleman. What a gentleman. Okay.
He's just so confident. He knows. I don't stand a chance.
No, I'm shivering. I drank 2 glasses of water already.
Oh my gosh.
You know, you got to be out door knocking while doing this, Vincent. That'll up your game.
I should, yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So same rules apply, Stevie. Yep. Stevie's going to be agent 1, and we're going with the all-time classic. And we want your favorite script for Stevie. Will you cut your commissions? Because other agents will.
Okay. Ready? You guys are ready for this? Okay. Yeah, Gary, I can definitely appreciate you wanting to save some money on commission. But I think that we can both agree that at the end of the day, the most important thing is walking away with the most amount of money in your pocket rather than saving money on commission. And my concern with the agents that are telling you that they will cut your commission is, one, are they cutting services that they're providing to you? And if not, where is that commission reduction coming from? Because some agents will reduce the commission on the buying end, and that actually hurts the sale of your homes because some agents will not show your home. On top of that, my biggest concern is if this agent is willing to negotiate their own money with you so easily, what are they going to do when it's your money on the line and they're doing the negotiating for you?
Yeah. Well done, Stevie. Lots of time to spare, said everything you needed to. I love it. That's fantastic.
Stevie, you stole my my hand.
We all have the same one for this.
It's the best. It's the best.
All right, Vincent, here we go. Vincent, will you cut your commissions? Other agents will.
Gary, other than commissions, is there anything else that would hold you back from listing with me today?
No, it's just that commission.
Just commission. No, I understand. And I mean, at the end of the day, we all want to get the most out of it. So what's more important for you, the amount of commission you save or the amount of money you'll be netting?
Well, the net, obviously.
Right. So statistics show that I sell my homes about 2% higher than the average agent. So does my office, by the way, almost 3%. So you almost save your commission by working with me. Plus, you got someone who's standing up for the commission. I'm not someone who's going to drop the pants right away like other agents might do. So you'll have a bulldog in your corner, someone that fights for you. And is that ultimately what you want? Or you want someone who's giving in very, very easily?
No, I want a bulldog.
You want the bulldog. I'm happy to be that bulldog for you, Gary, and I'll fight for you. Just like I fight for more commission.
Time's up. All right. That was fantastic. Both of you. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. I got to stop my timer. Cancel. There we go. Yeah. So let's go to the voting. We got agent 1, which is Stevie, agent 2, which is Vincent. And congrats to both of you first and foremost. But go ahead and vote away here, my friends. Yeah, you're right, Melissa. This is a hard one. They did rock it. They did. Everyone, you know what? This was awesome. Everyone did an amazing job here today. This was a lot of fun. Everyone's got their votes in. End poll. You ready, Marv? Announce the winner.
I'm not even sure what to expect. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. What do you got?
Our first champion is Stevie, winning with 64%. Congratulations to both finalists. Congratulations, Stevie.
Thank you. I will say, Vincent, you saying by listing with me, you're basically saving commission because we sell for 2 to 3% higher. That was really good. Like, I'm gonna actually start using that. I wrote it down. Yeah. So
that's an excellent thing to say.
That was a really good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very well done. I would have listed with either one of you just for the record. So yeah, I would have said, listen, you're both so amazing. Can you co-list this? That's where I would have gone with that one for sure. Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah, anytime. Very good. For our contestants, thank you for putting your neck out there. Like this is probably wasn't easy to say yes to, unless you're Vincent, he was the one that said yes before I finished my sentence. But this is really cool. Again, what are we doing here? We're having fun. We're modeling what scripting is and can look like for others, and that's the important piece here. And we're as I said, iron sharpens iron. And this was great. I learned a lot here today. I learned that Stevie is a master scripter. Amazing. Congrats to you, Stevie, for winning our inaugural Script Off. Well done. And I saw a note here. I don't know. I think it was Michael. You're hosting all the scripting for your team now. So congrats.
Hey, Gary, can we tell them about the big picture with this? Like where this Script Off is going? Do you want me to do it or do you want to do it?
No. I think this is definitely, you teed it up perfectly for yourself. That's great.
Okay. So check it out. So we're going to do this once a month, right? And what we're going to do is after 4 months, we're going to take our 4 winners and put them against the 4 winners in Ottawa and do a Script Off there too.
Very good. Very good. Stevie didn't know that.
No, they didn't know that. We didn't tell the people in Ottawa either. So they had their first Script Off last week. It was awesome as well. It's going to be great. Oh, it's going to be awesome. So nice. We'll have to work on some very difficult questions for that battle.
The big one. Here's what I love, Marv. Since you've said that, we've got people in the comments now saying, nice. Now don't sign me up. No.
No. You got to go. You got to do it.
Do
it's
this.
Awesome.
Here's what I want. We'll end off in the next 2 minutes here, but just go post in the comments to say, hey, put your hand up. I'm in. I want to try this. Because again, this is all about, being better and raising the lid of those around us and so forth. Come on, Riley. I see you just looking at that keyboard wanting to type.
Riley's in. He already texted me privately. So did 3,700 people. I'll give it your names. It's awesome.
And just like any other conference, if you don't put your name in, we're going to volunteer you to to do this. This is awesome. That's right, Terry. Someone from your team is up next for sure. Well, listen, congrats to all of our contestants. Big congrats to Stevie. Thank you for saying yes and then delivering an amazing scripts today. Thanks to Christine for, of course, everything that you do for our brokerage. And everyone else that took part in the meeting today. A little bit longer today, but a lot of fun, and looking forward to connecting with you over the holidays. Of course, as Stephanie Sauvé started us off with, this is the time to think about family and friends, and more importantly, others. And she offered us a great opportunity to help and serve others. And again, if you can, we ask that you do it. And if you can't, perhaps, it's okay to ask for help as well. And certainly ask for help if that's the case. That's it for us. For Christine and Marvin and others, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you real soon. Bye for now, everybody.